But we're on 1v1 here, and we're getting into this game. It's finally starting here. The first set on the main stage. Slow-mo, I know you're excited for this one, and we're getting into it right now.
All right, here we go. Who's going to get that first drop used? And he is going to start out with that great sword. See if it, no, he's swapping. Oh, he's just starving. He's coming. Oh, no. Hughes ain't playing around in this opening game of this set. Immediately starving out Zen, trying to make things hard for him.
I can't remember who we saw do it during Hot Pockets. It might have been Radish when I was commentating alongside PJ, was right out of the gate focusing on weapon starving. It wasn't like, oh, it's in the final game and everybody's last hit red. Like, no, it was right out of the gate. He was really focusing on extending that weapon advantage for as long as he could. After getting the first weapon, nice 4-piece, there's a 5th.
It's actually kind of interesting that we don't see that that strategy come out more often. Just the immediate, just starve and take every option away from your opponent. Yu's trying to find an option right now to get back up on stage. Zen's going to shut it down with the neutral air. Ooh, the Sarah's going to go ahead and whiff. Yu's cannot get a punish on it. Zen's going to catch a landing, but only gets the one hit. Yu's immediately, easily staying out of the way of both those signatures and getting his little 1-pieces in there.
Yeah, perfect spacing on that to stay out of the range of Zen, who's like searching kind of early on with those side signatures.
Nice pogo.
That's a great start. He disarmed as well, using the weapon disadvantage, and he's going to fall after really a bombastic start to that stock, but then all of a sudden, like we saw Yuz go over to the wall on the right side, Zen completely did not engage with that. He was staying away from the wall. We know that like Yuz can try and slow things down, and Zen doesn't seem to have a problem with that so far. There's the 2-piece, he waited. There was even a delay on the second hit, that bridge.
All I know is that ground pound was ambitious.
Yep.
Like, you had no options, put everything on the line, and he's 3 inches away from you on the screen. Yuz coming back up, trying to hit him with the nair. Oh, there we go.
And that was one of the things that we really saw Yuz do a lot of knockouts with last year. And that was one of the things we pointed out compared to like Skeldra, is Yuz was so focused on those vertical knockouts with the dare following up with the neutral air for that KO option.
Such a powerful option. It's actually really hard to get the timing down on that. It's not an easy combo to hit. There we go. We see the nairs coming off the spear. Yuz going to catch out landing again, but Zen going to clap right back. See these guys locked into neutral in the center of stage here. Ooh, missed the D-light, but Yuz right there to pick it up. This is a battle back and forth. These boys are absolutely scrapping in game number 1.
Zen still has just a little bit of a lead here. There is a weapon spawn on the field, so either player could make the choice, but it seems like they're not focused on that whatsoever. Zen is such a strong spear player. I would be afraid to play gauntlets into this greatsword for sure. That matchup is really not helping you out whatsoever. You should definitely stick with the spear.
No,
that's what he's doing.
You're absolutely correct to that. As long as Yuz keeps that greatsword in his hand, Zen's going to try and hold on that spear. He needs that extra range. He needs those options, and it just puts you in a really bad position if you're going up against him with gauntlets. But now he's unarmed, and that is definitely not the place he wants to be. Yuz recovering over the weapon drop, and Yuz is able to get it, gauntlets in hand. See if he's actually going to be able to do something with here. We can get some knockout options off these gauntlets.
Matchup's going to fare a little bit better here, but still gets plucked out of the air with the D-light into the recovery from Yuz, back to the swap over. No, he's going to stick with the sword here instantly on this one. A little bit of a bounce pass there. Maybe he saw that weapon spawn incoming, was hoping he could swap it out safely in time, but he couldn't, and would rather have the weapon than no weapon at all here against Zen. There's the D-light recovery. Ooh, he stayed stacked on him, didn't find a follow-up there. He was looking for the neutral air, couldn't find a connection. Side stick from the middle of the stage. Not going to actually KO here. Will it set up for the edge guard? You still touch the wall, gets back on the stage, hits a side air and the weapon toss, and a second weapon toss.
He's so good at this game. No, he's actually being really efficient on the sword. See that signature hit that is going to go ahead and knock him out. Zen looking to getting close to that orange range. Yuz, especially with that greatsword in his hand, if he can get this drop, will be able to get a combo together. But Zen's trying to get those anti-airs. Okay, back to regular sword. See if Yuz is going to be able to continue those little combos that he was being so efficient with. Last stock, edge guard in, nice catch, finishing up with that recovery. Zen not going to get caught in the landing. Okay, the dare going off stage. Can he catch it? No, Yuz with the dare.
The neutral light just extends a little bit too far over the corner, and Yuz is able to safely initiate. I think he didn't expect that to hit, so he did the delayed recovery, or maybe it's just that weird pickup over on the corner. And there he goes for the D-light into the recovery over the ground pound. Maybe he didn't expect that to hit. Maybe he wasn't comfortable that he would find the ground pound there as the option. Like he would misinput it, miss the timing, maybe miss the direction that it comes out. But he still cleans it up here against Zen, and that was still a very close game given the like disparity between these two players. If we're looking at PR, if we're looking at 1v1 tournament history, even if we're looking at just recent history.
No, I got to agree. I mean, we both kind of had our opinions going into the beginning of the set. Of course, it was only game 1, but
yes,
Zen held his own. That was a very good game. He was going toe-to-toe with the defending world champion. See what he can get going here in game number 2 as Yuz gets the first weapon drop.
Zen's able to grab the second one, but it's going to be the gauntlet starting off this. Let's see if he is just going to hop around, try and stay outside of that range. Does get behind, hits a side air, sends Hughes over to the corner. Now he's actually extending. He does have the offstage advantage here coming with these gauntlets. The second Hughes gets back on stage, he hits 3.
And he caught it again, could not get the... Okay, got the finisher that time. Looking for the anti-air. Zen gonna be able to come down with the dare. Use really good movement staying around, using that soft platform to be able to cut out Zen's options. Oh, shut him down again. Zen that wants that spear, and Use says no, no, no. He went ahead and swapped out for the sword, keeping Zen unarmed.
You see Hughes changing up his strings like as a good greatsword player does. He started off with a side light D-light, then he did a side light neutral light, then he did a side light D-light, then he did a side light wait dash into the D-light after that.
That Sarah's gonna go ahead and send Zen all the way out. Recovery back up, exhausted, but it caught. Sending him over to the other side of the map, coast to coast. Recovery's gonna come up. That is gonna be enough to take him to the blast zone, and that puts Hughes in the lead.
Man, Hughes' D-lights on his just regular sword have been fantastic so far. I feel like he hasn't hardly missed a single one.
Oh, we'll find out after this game. We should get a stat breakdown, but no, he has been very, very clean on this sword. Again,
another one, man.
It was an absolutely automatic second nature for him, though. Zen is going to go ahead and be able to confirm that knockout, bringing the stock count back to even, but Zen about halfway through that stock.
Again, catches yet another landing off of the whiff side air from Zen with the D-light. This time he's sending over onto the edge with the side air. There's a down air, not the immediate like neutral air recovery follow-up. He waited just for a second to see whether Zen went left or right.
Ooh, missed both landings there. So coming up, trying to catch him off that soft platform with the recovery. A lot of whiffing right now. These guys are looking for those openings. Hughes taking up with the air, couldn't catch the anti-air. Catches the landing again, and those are just absolutely automatic. My man is batting 1,000 off that combo.
He's tossing the greatsword away to stick on the sword, of course, because he sees Zen being very damaged, because that's what he's looking for right there. Yeah. He's not going to risk having to like hunt for that greatsword string that's finally going to knock out. He doesn't really feel comfortable hunting for the down air, neutral air options, because his D-lights are just so good. You're going to have that consistent setup every single time, especially the way that Hughes is hitting him.
Nice ground and air coming back down the stage, keeps Zen off of his momentum. Another Sayer there. Okay, Zen's going to take Hughes up into the air, cannot catch a landing with the downlight. The movement between both these players back and forth, trying to get that good and neutral gameplay. Another dare from Hughes, just getting the 1-2s in, not trying to extend it too far. Ooh.
Now I am curious, we've now seen Hughes go for I think 2 or maybe 3 downlight down airs. Maybe hoping for something a little bit more, but then like right after that, when he doesn't get the third piece follow-up, he then goes for like the D-light side air or the D-light recovery. He's like back to the normal thing, rather than going for the more extended options, maybe with a reset off the D-light dare.
We're seeing a lack of offense from Zen here in the second half of this game. Literally, I mean, I wish we had the graphs, because literally not much damage output at all whatsoever. Hughes is going to go ahead and get that edge guard. That's going to clean it up, and a clean 2-stock victory for Hughes as we go into game number 3.
So we pretty much didn't see Zen get to do like anything you want to do as a Wusheng player. He's not really hitting too many of the signatures whatsoever. Like we saw maybe in the beginning, he picked up a couple of them, eventually leading to a KO. But beyond that, they weren't successful. Then when he has the spear in his hand, what are you looking for? You're typically, if you're just looking at your like most basic fundamental flow chart, you're looking for your side lights, then get the dodge, then go for like a side light D-light recovery, maybe go into the double D-light recovery. Even without the side light options, go for the D-light recovery, D-light side air. Nowhere to be found. Then if you're looking at the gauntlets, you're looking for the D-light nair options, you're looking for the offstage nairs and the ground pounds, you're looking for the side light, GC side light, whatever direction you want to go. Nowhere to be found. Hughes has completely shut down both weapons of the Wusheng, and now we're seeing Zen swap to the Rayman.
Which is interesting, because he's sticking with the gauntlets still. He's still going to have the gauntlets, but Axe is definitely going to be a much better matchup for him going up against this great sword from Hughes. Maybe even help him out with a little bit with that regular sword, but at least it's going to make Hughes have to switch up what he's been doing.
Yeah, I think this is Zen, like even though he's carrying over the gauntlets that were unsuccessful on the previous legend, like this is the other legend that he knows. So he's reaching into his bag of tricks and picking up something that is fundamental to him as a Brawlhalla player, and that's the Rayman.
Absolutely, catching some good unarmed connections there. There we go, we're gonna see the gauntlets come into play as he comes off the side light. Hughes gonna go ahead and whiff.
Okay.
Nice delay from Zen.
We're
and he got the hard
seeing what we didn't see before.
And it's already being revealed to us. It's like he's tapping into his second self.
He's finding his second self. He's letting flow state take over here, letting that muscle memory. The spacing on that from Hughes. Oh my gosh, Zen charging up. They're laughing over on the stage. That one was for Steven.
There we go, see if he can catch. keep Hughes off the stage. We see the exclamation points coming out. Hughes literally just got a free ride on stage. There was so much anticipation for Zen to catch him, and Hughes just like, nope.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Juggling the weapons here. What's he gonna stick with? Actually, yeah, I'm wondering what he was gonna stick with, because his sword, man, his sword is so good. I mean, he had that like short stint where he was playing Alucard, and he was playing the Ezio crossover, where that's a sword orb legend. Not even a great sword in that kit whatsoever.
No. I'm glad you said it, not me. But no, that's the thing about Hughes. We give him so much credit for that great sword gameplay. You tend to kind of sleep on the fact that, no, he's really, really nice on the regular sword as well. And we're seeing that play against Zen. But, however, the Dhalsim pick from Zen is playing out much better for him here in this game number 3. And it is kind of do or don't for Zen at this point, because he is down 2-0.
Picks up the neutral light there as well, tries to extend it off stage, gets the falling down air, does eat a sword side air. Nice backdash from Hughes to pick up the D-light. And another D-light side air, chasing out to the edge. Is he gonna babysit him back with a side air? No, he's gonna pick up the recovery. The D-light recovery, even the exhausted one almost KOing off the top here at Small World's End.
Zen, you gotta fight back. That was so much offense coming from Hughes in those last couple interactions. It was literally just the Hughes show. Zen now being very, very close, being taken down to his final stock, and there it is, off that sword recovery yet again. Hughes with almost an entire full stock lead.
Zen coming back in, spawning. He does pick up the neutral light. That gave him space to pick up the weapon, but he chase dodged after Hughes was still able to get back. There's the side light. GC'd into the recovery. See if he can find the stock here and even it up. He is down 0-2.
Yeah, definitely a rough spot to be in if you are a Zen right now. Hughes being very patient here in this neutral game, throwing away the regular sword, see if he can get over that weapon spawn. No, Zen's keeping away from it, finishing up with the recovery. Very clean from Zen, and now this is looking a lot better for Zen if you're in his position.
This is certainly winnable. He only has about 50 damage on this stock. Hughes picking up the great sword, immediately hits a side light into the D light. Another side light coming out from Hughes. The turnaround.
Okay, Zen, I see you. I see you.
The axe.
Hit him again.
The axe is starting to come alive, slow-mo.
It's looking really good. That down sig would have hit. It might have been lights out for Hughes. He didn't have much options to be able to come back up. Okay. Oh, now Hughes thrown away. He has a regular sword in his hand. Going to catch Zen with the Sair. See if he can get good pressure. Maybe be able to knock this last stock off of Zen and put him out of this set. But Zen, we see the jumps coming out, the movement coming into for... Wait, sorry, I don't want to jinx anything here. Zen's looking for it. He catches the sword as Sair to the face. Now he is unarmed on the left side of the stage, and that's it. Hughes in a 3-0 sweep, sending Zen out of here.
The axe was really showing us something there towards the end of that game. I would like to see him maybe go for the D-light as an option, maybe look a little bit more at the way that Kaina plays axe when he's playing on Taros, to utilize that D-light a little bit more. Like, axe neutral light after it caught that nerf is not like the one-size-fits-all option that you can just